We're 5 days away from the dedication of the Martin Luther King Jr. Monument in Washington. On Saturday will be a huge jobs and justice march in the spirit of Dr. King, and part of that weekend that I and National Action Network will be joining labor leaders and faith leaders in bringing to Washington. One of the most powerful labor leaders in the country joins me now, who co-chairs that march. Lee Saunders, Secretary-Treasurer of the American Federation of State, County, and Municipal Employees, a union with 1.6 million members. Thank you for coming on, Lee. Lee, we're marching on Saturday around jobs. And as we march, many say, why are you marching? But a Washington Post poll says that 55% of Americans that they polled said we still have not achieved Dr. King's dream. It has still not been fulfilled. Only 34% believe it has. What say you, Mr. Saunders?
Well, his dream has not been fulfilled. And if you look at what's going on in the country right now, Al, as far as the Wisconsin and Ohio's, where we have governors who are trying to steal our voices away from us, who are trying to take collective bargaining away from public sector workers, who are trying to initiate voting laws to limit the ability of voters to actually participate in the democratic process. That says that something is wrong and that we have not reached the dream. Dr. King died in Memphis in 1968 supporting 1,300 sanitation workers who were on strike. They were not
members of your union, is that right? Members of your union. They were members of your union.
They were represented by AFSCME.
Right.
And they were not only on strike for better wages and benefits, but they were striking for dignity. They were striking for respect. They were striking to have their voices heard on the job. He ultimately made the supreme sacrifice, and he died supporting those striking workers. But Dr. King understood the value, and he understood the importance of linking the civil rights movement with the labor rights movement, with seniors, with students, with human rights. And that's exactly what we're trying to do, and we're trying to recreate and rebuild that momentum coming this weekend and beyond.
Well, we're going to be joining you and Randy Weingart and Tom Joyner and many of us to recreate that. People say to me, what is accomplished by marching? Marching is not to solve a problem, it's to expose a problem. If someone doesn't expose it, no one will solve it. Dr. King put the inequities in everyone's face and made the nation deal with it. Saturday, Lee Saunders and all of us will come together to put joblessness and to put inequality back in the face of this nation, as AFSCME and Lee Saunders did with Randy Weingart and others in Wisconsin and other places. You cannot solve a problem that no one is paying attention to, and no one will pay attention unless we go out there and put it out front where no one can ignore us. Thank you, Lee Saunders, and I hope that all of us remember that Dr. King's dream is still before us. Thank you for joining me tonight, Lee Saunders. Let me say to all of us, I hope that despite our partisan differences, and I'm certainly partisan and opinionated, I hope despite our tactical differences, that all of us respect Dr. King, and all of us respect the contributions made to America, and all of us this weekend will do something in the spirit of a man that gave his life to make this nation a better place.